Today is going to be just a brief video. I wanted to show you guys how to use your light candles that you've been purchasing from me. I wanted to make sure that you set it up correct and you know how to put your petitions as well as lighting them. Now, when it comes down to what day to lighting your protection candles, many of you are not really in tune with the moon phases, the sun phases, time, as well as planetary days, and that is okay. Light your protection candle any day of the week. Don't sit around and wait for some planetary day that you're not even fully aware of and not understanding to get the protection that is needed. Psalms 23 is a general petition that can be said. It's a Psalms that you will find in the Bible. So whenever I mention Psalms, it's in the Bible. In Hoodoo, we use a lot of the Bible, a lot of the phrases and the prayers in it. When Hoodoo began to develop in the South, a lot of the Christians in the church were the ones using their Bibles. The Jews started translating the Bible for the multilingual Jews that were living in Germany. Now, along the way, a bunch of different things happened, and then you got Martin Luther, who began to take the Greek Bible and turn it into a Protestant Bible, and he rewrote it. When he rewrote it, then it was able and available for many different people. The Jews still, though, were using certain psalms for certain beliefs that they had to restore certain things. So they would use certain psalms to restore marriages, happiness, and different faiths into their relationships. And as they spread out different pamphlets, certain black shop owners began to read them, and that's where they began to purchase them from the Jewish people. So that's where you'll see us using it a lot. Psalms 91, I know it's extremely long, but you can say Psalms 91. You can choose certain parts and you can say it. If I have to do a Psalms 91, I do the whole Psalms. The more familiar you become with it and you know certain parts and sections of the Psalms, then you can use that. When it comes down to the days of the week, as I mentioned, any day is good. If today's Monday right now and you want to light your protection, do it. Tuesday, Wednesday, any day of the week. Don't listen to people that don't know nothing about Hoodoo. Don't listen to people that don't know the origins of it. Don't even listen to the fake practitioners that don't even have ancestors. They don't have slaves in their family, or they don't know one lick of a black person, and they call themselves practicing Hoodoo to tell you what day you should be doing anything. When it comes down to astrology and the chakras, those have nothing to do with Hoodoo, but they've been highly incorporated, just like working with certain deities. Back then, they will only work with certain saints, guardian angels, and ancestors with the Hoodoo. And a lot of other practices and things weren't needed. So if you don't know astrology, that is cool. Your sign doesn't matter. Your ancestors don't care about what sign you are. And the people that practice when Hoodoo originated, and the slaves that came into the Americas, they didn't come in with those same kind of beliefs. So don't worry about that. All you have to do is focus on you building up a relationship with your ancestors, your spirit guides, and the saints that you want to have a relationship with. When it comes down to Hoodoo, though, in the beginning of it, and for anyone new to it that's just learning how to do oils, herbs, and certain roots, you do not need a saint. You do not need to call upon anyone. You work with your energy, your strength, your power. Those roots and those herbs have a lot of energy inside of it, and that is something you can stick to if you want to limit yourself. And when it comes down to the basis of learning from a root worker, you want to make sure that that root worker that you're learning from, that they have some origins of slavery and black history into them. You cannot teach someone Hoodoo if you are not and have nothing to do and associate with the black slaves and the ancestors. It's impossible. That's where it comes from. So anybody can learn it. Anybody can practice it because it's already spread. We can't control what's out there. Hoodoo has spread all over. But what is sad is that people are weakening it that don't know about it. They don't know the origins of slavery. They don't know the wars that was fought. They don't know where the slaves came from in Africa. They don't know who kidnapped the slaves, but yet they want to teach you the origins of it. And when you get deep into Hoodoo and your ancestors begin to teach you, that is how you learn everything. Some people are born with the gift to read. Some people are born with the gift to know how to make all of these spiritual items. I make all and everything, my candles, my baths, even my molds for my candles. I blend my herbs myself. I make my body washes. I make my body baths. I make my soaps. Every single thing that I have within me and stored within me was something given to me and gifted to me. You can't wake up every day and you are gifted with something new to do. It's within you. It's going to come. At some age, at a certain time in your life when you're going through certain things, that energy comes to you. And if it's for you, it will find you. And don't worry if you can't work magic. Get someone to do it for you. That's why there's practitioners and root workers in Hoodoo. No, we don't have initiates, and we don't need that to be powerful and to be strong. The energy and the power that our ancestors have installed within us alone is very powerful. So just be careful out there. If someone's teaching you and they don't know nothing about the history of slaves or anything, and they don't know how they settled, and they don't know the origins of why we use the Psalms, and they don't know nothing of what I mentioned to you, even in my other stories where I tell you the origins of Hoodoo. If they don't have that connection and that belief, I will caution you into doing it. I work with people worldwide. I have people from Italy. I have people in China. I have people in Spain. I have people in the United Kingdom, United States, Jamaica, Trinidad. A lot of my clients too are West Indian. Antigua, Barbados, St. Kitts, St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands. They all over. I have them from all over the world. And I'm happy to teach you the practices of Hoodoo, as long as you respect it. Some of you don't have those ancestors you can go to, but you can go to a practitioner to help you. You can connect with that practitioner, with him or her, and make sure they're knowledgeable on what they're doing. I feel like people have disrespected Hoodoo all over YouTube with their fake practices, talking about traditional Hoodoo, this and that. What is traditional if you don't have any slaves in your family or any ancestors that you are going back to teach these people? You're teaching them bullshit. You're teaching them a lot of shit that has nothing to do with it. And guess what? They're going to take that on and teach their kids and teach their family and fuck up Hoodoo in the next 100 years. I'm going to make sure it doesn't get fucked up on my end. I'm going to do what I need to do for those that follow me, those that are subscribed to me, my customers, my clients, even the passerbyers that come get an oil here or there and they do their own thing. I want to make sure that Hoodoo can be what it is. I want to make sure that Hoodoo is always represented for what it is. Anybody with that fake ass shit, it don't last for long. That's the thing. So anybody you're watching that's quoting other people, stealing people's videos, and going back and taking stuff from other people's videos to try to make it their own, that knowledge that they're faking, that they're stealing from others, it won't last. Not everybody can make an oil, and I'll tell you that. Not everybody can make a candle. Not everybody can get you that spiritual relief that you need and work a service or a spell for you and get you right into the right spot that you need to be in. So make sure you're cautious on what you're doing. Work your protection candles all the time. There's so much evil built up into this world that you will connect with the wrong person and they'll be there to give you evil eye, to be greedy, to be envious, and destroy your life. And anyone talking negative about Hoodoo, and anyone telling anybody, oh, anybody could do it, anybody could make your stuff, make the stuff, that's not true. That's not true. Not everybody could be brain scientists. There's only one LeBron. Like, there are certain people that are going to be good at their trades. Give them the credit that's needed. They're good at what they do. It's unbelievable to you because they're good at what they do. And that's that. Give them the credit. That bitch is good. That bitch knows what she's talking about. And keep it moving. Stop being a hater. You know, 2020 with so much stuff happening, for people to hate on people that spiritually know what they're talking about, it's unbelievable. But some people, they have nothing better to do than sit around, talk shit, even make up lies on other people that are good at what they're doing. Even try to lead you away from getting the stuff you need and tell you, oh, don't work with her. I didn't want to work with her. You didn't want to work with her or him because you couldn't afford to. And stop making people feel like they got to lower their standards and their prices because you can't afford an oil or you can't afford to get a powder. That is no fault by no one. When people create their brand, that is their brand. You either buying it or you don't. When you go to the Gucci store and that bag is $2,000-$3,000, do you sit there and complain, oh, it's too much? And nobody want to hear that. Respect the brand or leave it alone. Find something else. If you don't like how someone is teaching, if you don't like what they're selling, and you don't like that their energy is better than yours and they are powerful and they are powerful in the truth that they speak, leave them alone. It's that simple. The way haters are built up today, they will watch you, they will follow you, they will even call you on the phone, they will be in your classes, and they will still fucking hate on you because they can't believe that you are that good. Don't let no one stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. I've been doing this for a very long time. I've been teaching people for a very long time. And many of you don't have no ancestors to connect to. But you're not going around teaching people false information. You're doing it to protect your family. You're doing it to better yourself. And you're helping your manifestations come through. You can work with your hoodoo to help things manifest. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. The root workers that settled in, they worked for other people. But they knew what they was doing. They had the energy and the power and the connections to do it. They wasn't faking the funk. You can't see the thing with people that are real and the people that are fake. Eventually, there's nothing more that can come out of your mouth. When you have a lot of true knowledge inside of you, you're gonna spill that all over the place. People are gonna see that through your work, through your words, through your energy. I want you and everyone that follows me and been watching me for a really long time, I want you to build that knowledge and stop being foolish to everything that people are showing you that don't respect hoodoo. There's no way you can respect hoodoo if you're playing around with spirits, with DTs, and with unknown energies. You will deteriorate at some point. And that is going to be the karma that's truly deserving to those of you that are taking a practice that our ancestors used to help themselves, to grow their energy, and to stay connected with those that had passed. And you're using it now as, I don't know, I guess as a game to you. I guess maybe you feel, since you don't believe in it, that you can trick people. And then not only hoodoo, there's a bunch of people that's fucking fraudulent and scammy and lying. Their karma will come. They will be destroyed. Connect with who you feel has good energy and good power and that really could guide you and teach you how to do things. That's my recommendations. Don't let anyone fool you and tell you you have to do this on a certain day, that love spell has to be done on a planetary day. No, it does not. There's certain times you can work with in the day. There's certain days of the week that you can use that's beneficial to you when you have the best energy, when you have the best power. But generally speaking, if you're new to hoodoo, don't let that break you down. Don't worry about astrology and science that has nothing to do with hoodoo. Anytime I take my time to teach somebody something and I feel they're just trying to play themselves when it comes to what I'm teaching, I don't want to teach you no more. When it comes down to building energy and power, you're going to need time. Therefore, you got to be consistent. And with the nasty ways that people have, and the evil ways, and the envious ways, and people that just can't accept that people are better than them, and they're good at their craft, you're going to always need protection. You're going to always need angelica root. You can add some devil's shoestring in there as well, and you can keep mustard seeds scattered under your carpet. Keep yourself well protected. Do your baths every day. Protection is something, as you come in to any practice, that you should know. Because if you are weak, you will always be vulnerable and people will always attack you. I don't want to make the video any longer than I said I would. But hopefully you gather the information that's needed. Like, subscribe, and stay blessed.